Hey guys, I wanted to come on here today and share with you some things I was thinking about today. Before I have been able to actually come and do this and start bringing these videos to you guys, there's a lot of fears that I had to get through, and they still kind of linger. But I feel like the last supermoon really helped carry out a lot of those energies. But you may be dealing with some fears that I was dealing with, so I wanted to share that with you guys. One of the fears was, what are people going to think about me? I really had to really let that crap go, because like growing up with an evangelist as a father, I mean, my belief systems have completely changed. And what are people going to think from my past? People that I grew up with and my family members. If Sarah comes on here and she's talking about esoteric stuff, crystals, tarot, the phases of the moon, all this mystical stuff. Like, what are they going to think about that? Because I was raised that's of the devil. But honestly, if you look at it, they're very parallel. The way I grew up with Southern Baptist. They pray, we pray. It's like casting a spell. It's telling the universe what you want. And, but fearing what people are going to think totally monopolized my mind. I was like, there's just absolutely no way. Then I had a fear of negative feedback. Like, man, people are going to be so mean to me. People I don't even know. It's like, I'm already afraid of the people that already know me. Hell, I'm afraid. I was afraid of what strangers were going to say to me, and in the comments. And then there was a fear of failure. Like, you have in your mind all of these grandiose things that you want to be. You can see yourself in the way you look, and like you can, like I can see my future self, and it looks different than what I looked like today. So I know I'm still on my journey. So as these videos come out, there's going to be, progressions of how I look, how I sound, how these videos are produced. It's all going to be an evolutionary situation, an evolutionary process. So you have to really trust in the process and know that you're in good hands. And so when you have that idea in your mind of like, that's what I want to be, that's my best and highest self, and you start to merge with that person, with that idea and that vision, I know last month for me, I was dealing with these emotions like, yeah, no, you do 9 to 5. You don't show up like a boss. How are you going to show up like a boss? You think you're going to own your own business? You think you're going to do this by yourself? So really having to show up for myself, I was really like, where is all this negativity coming from? Because I've been really working on myself and healing myself for the past 2 years. Why am I beating myself up all of a sudden? But what happened was last month in August, all of these energies that were coming in, if you might have noticed it in your path too, where you might have been dealing with some things where you just felt like you really needed to be really nice to yourself, and kind of maybe get alone and not do so much, just really be kind to yourself. But after that supermoon happened, it just really started to clear out. And I'm telling you guys, it was like I went from wondering where all my manifestations were to everything starting to show up. So if you stay the course and keep at your practices where you're showing up for yourself every day and taking care of your spiritual hygiene, your manifestations are going to show up. Believe me, it's happening. It's happening to me. And I really thought for the longest time, how can I be telling somebody else that this really works when my manifestations haven't even shown up yet? Imposter syndrome, another fear. So here are some thoughts that you might want to consider if you're dealing with those feelings and thoughts now. First of all, number 1, it is none of your business what other people think about you. This is your life. Only you can live it. So just meditate on these thoughts. Meditate on the fact that you are healed, you are whole, you are complete. You have something to say. Your story is yours because it's going to resonate with somebody. Nobody else has your story, and you need to share it. The collective needs you. I need you. And if you're sitting at home watching this video and you haven't started yet, I don't care if you just have a phone. Everybody's got a phone. Turn that mug on, start filming yourself, and just start talking about your testimony. Start. We have been waiting for you. There are people out in these streets that need to hear your story. Don't take away from them. Don't let your ego get in the way of what you are meant to do here. And if you are resonating with this video, you know that I'm right. Something is really churning in your soul, that you know that you've got to take action here. It is none of your business what other people think about you. Number one. Number two, you're not going to resonate with everybody. And that's okay. Not everybody's going to resonate with somebody who looks like me, who sounds like me, and that's cool. But I have found that there are people out there who do resonate with me. There's something about the way you look. There's something about the way you sound. There's something about your demeanor that is going to resonate with people when that person won't resonate with somebody else. Why do you think that there's so much variety of people talking about different things on YouTube, on the internet? It's because variety is the spice of life. There's somebody out there there's somebody out there for everybody. So you're that somebody that needs to step up to the plate because your people are waiting for you. Number three. This was a big one for me. I'm a Virgo rising. So I am very fear of failure or fear of being perfect, or not being perfect was a huge deal to me. And these videos aren't even how I want them to look, a year down the line. I want a much better production. But the fact that I'm doing this with just a camera, and yeah, I got a ring light, but you guys, that stuff is so cheap. That stuff is so affordable, but you don't even have to have that. I have a microphone and an interface system and everything. I'm not using that. I'm not using that right now because I need to start simple. Don't be afraid to look weird or sound weird because it's your quirks. It is your look. It is your sound that is actually going to resonate with somebody who really needs to hear your story. Don't do them a disservice by sitting on the sidelines and being mute. Because simultaneously, you're being a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution. Choose to be a part of the solution. So just start. Don't be afraid to fail, because failure is a part of victory. So count it all victory. It's all a part of the process. So that's what I wanted to bring to you guys today. Thank you so much for listening to me today. You guys have a great day. Be kind to yourselves. Do something loving for yourself today. Some things that I do, I take moon baths, salt baths, meditate. Huge. Meditate. It doesn't have to be as difficult as people maybe have, or maybe you think it's more difficult than it is. It's really just sitting and being quiet and allowing your thoughts to come through. It's not even trying to control your mind. Just allow the thoughts to just come through and pass. But just sit and be quiet. 5 minutes. 5 minutes every day. But do something kind for yourself. I love you guys. Be kind to yourselves and be compassionate towards one another. Let's change the world. Bye.